Following the successful defensive actions by Allied forces at the Battle of the Coral Sea and the Battle of Midway, the Allies turned their attention to the Soloman Islands, specifically Guadalcanal, after receiving reports of a Japanese airbase under construction at Lunga Point on the large island. From such a base, Japanese long-range bombers could threaten transports from the U.S. West Coast to Australia, and that could not be allowed to happen. So Operation Watchtower was given a green light. Transports carrying troops and supplies, accompanied by heavy and light cruisers of Task Force 1, sortied to Rendova Island, the first objective of the campaign, to engage the enemy, destroy them, and use the island as a staging point for the next island in the chain, Guadalcanal. Hello, and welcome to a new strategy series on my channel. This is War on the Sea. It's a real-time World War II air and naval combat game from Killerfish. I will be playing as the United States, fighting against the Empire of Japan in the Soloman Island theater here. And the goal is to take Guadalcanal from the Japanese, establish an airfield, and a few of these other islands in the immediate area. We'll get to that in a bit. But I wanted to go over a few other things. I'll be using the Tokyo Express mod for this playthrough, which makes several tactical and strategic changes to the base game. I've played the base game, but playing with this mod will be a new experience for me, and seeing that the Japanese already occupy the Rendova Islands, which they don't in the base game, and the fact that this is a new experience for me, this mod, I will be starting with the balanced difficulty. A couple of nice changes you'll notice right away is that we have a home port in Cairns, Australia, right down here, which makes supplying Port Moresby a much easier task, since I can release ships from here, not just over here in New Hebrides. Also, if you look at some of the aircraft available, let's look at like New Hebrides, and go to the new air. We have new aircraft models that we don't have in the base game. At least I don't remember seeing the P-38, the A-20, our Catalina's in the base game. Let's go over here to Cairns. And Beaufighters, Beauforts, Liberators. Yeah, I don't remember seeing those, so that's nice. And lastly, you might notice that the game music is different, and that's because I'm using another small mod that subs the base game music for the Atlantic Fleet game soundtrack. I believe that's what it is. And that's just because I wanted something different for this playthrough. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, I did want to go over the rules real quick. I must build a rank 5 airfield on Guadalcanal, so I have to take it first, obviously. I have to take control of Guadalcanal, Florida, and Maleta Islands. That's here's the Florida right here. This is Maleta, so I have to control all these. Guadalcanal, rank 5 airfield. Plus, I must maintain control of Port Moresby and Milne Bay. These two here. And Milne Bay is susceptible to Japanese invasion, so that one's going to be tough. We need to probably start off building our task forces and getting those ready. We're going to need several. Let's move this out of the way. We're going to need several supply ships, probably a tanker or two. I might go for a carrier, depending on. I was thinking of the Wasp because it's only 100 command points, but we'll see. I definitely need a surface fleet, some supply ships, and some destroyers. Probably over here in the Cooktown area, because I'm going to need to increase the troops and supply over here in Port Moresby, probably Milne Bay as well, if I can get some ships over there. So I think what I'll do is create my fleets here, and then I will return and show you what we have. Okay, I purchased all of my ships. I have 2 command points left. Time to talk strategy, what I intend to do. how to proceed in this campaign and what our objectives are. Obviously, our main objective is Guadalcanal, but because of the airbase and the occupation of Guadalcanal Islands here, I'm probably going to have to take that first. So that's going to be our first objective. I don't know how many troops they have here, but they do have a level 1 airbase. So we'll be going here. We're going to stock up on the Santa Cruz Islands. We're going to put a few more troops here, more supplies, maybe build this up to airbase at level 2 at some point. This one is going to be a big base. We're going to put a lot of troops here, build this up to at least level 3 airfield. So that's where we're going first. And then over here, we're just going to try and keep Port Moresby supplied. I did build one task force here. It consists of a destroyer. Let's move some of this out of the way. Destroyer, a cargo vessel, and an oiler to bring up fuel. So we're going to load that up and start bringing into fuel and troops and supply to Port Moresby. And we want to, and same thing with Rendova Island, but we want to arrive there at night. So how far is this? How far? Is it from New Hebrides to... sorry, let's do this. It is 460-ish miles, nautical miles. Task Force 10, it's going to take them... Okay, about 36 hours to get there. That's a day and a half. Which means if we left now, 12 hours would be midnight, another 12 hours would be noon, and another 12 hours would be midnight. So we want to leave now. Which means I'm probably going to send both of these, Task Force 10 and 11, to Rendova Island. All three of them, really. Escorted by Task Force 1. And we want to arrive at night. So I'm going to load up Task Force 10 and 11. I'm going to load them all up and get the troops and cargo and everything over here as quickly as possible. Okay, here's what I've done. I've actually separated the oilers out of the fleets because really we don't need fuel here yet, and I don't really need fuel here yet. I don't plan on expanding this one quite yet. I want to use most of these engineering supplies and fuel for Rendova Island. So we have in Task Force 10, the destroyers have troops. The cargo, one cargo ship has troops and the other one has supplies. Same with Task Force 11. And then with Task Force 1, I kind of loaded up as much as I could too. I believe I got supplies on the destroyers and troops. I got supplies here, and then I got some troops. Well, this says troops, so I'm gonna believe that it actually has troops on these light cruisers. Even though these, when I come over here, it doesn't really show it. We'll see. Anyway, they're all headed to, let's have Task Force 1 move in that direction. They're going to get there a little bit sooner. We'll have them just sit out here for now. And then Task Force 10, we want to get them over here. And again, it's going to take us about 36 hours, so a day and a half. Let's join these. We'll just leave them separate. Let's launch some aircraft. Probably some B-17s. Like maybe 4 of them. We'll launch them one at a time. No weapons. I just want to send them up into the slot up here, into the Solomons, like one here, one out this way. Kind of fan them out and see what's going on. See if we can see what the Japanese are doing. Alright, our B-17s are on the way. This one's heading up in this course. This one's heading up here. It's kind of just like a little, just fan them out a little bit, see if we can get, and then this one is, see if I can hit it down a little bit south of the Solomons, just to see if we run into anything, see what the Japanese are doing before we make our way to Rendova Island. Alright, the B-17s are headed back home. I didn't see anything here. So far, so good. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock. I don't think we can launch. I think it was, we can't launch after, was it 1900, I think? Yeah, so no more scout planes for the rest of the day. Okay, these are actually a little bit ahead of schedule, it looks like. Now it's saying 18 hours until we reach Rendova Island, which makes that 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock. I would rather wait until midnight, so I'm going to have these stop. I'm going to have them sit here for a little bit for about 4 hours, and then we'll proceed. Air operations are now available. We'll go ahead and launch some B-17s again and get them up. We'll probably also do some float planes from Task Force 1. Okay, as you can see, our B-17s are up again, and we're going to take a look and see if the Japanese have anything coming our way, specifically surface units. Right now, it is 9:30 in the morning. Okay, we have an encounter. Ooh, what do we have here? 9 ships, carrier, 2 heavy cruisers, it looks like. I didn't get a carrier because I needed those command points for mostly transport vessels and things of that nature, because it's really important to build up bases early so we can get more command points later. I don't know exactly. We'll just have this fort just stay in this area, like right about here, and keep watching that. We're going to ignore, and just keep watching this fleet and see what it does. It looks like it's just maybe retreating. Okay, looks like we've lost the carrier group. They were moving north. See if I can keep tabs on them. I don't think it matters. Oh, there's a fighter group, it looks like. I can't find them. I don't know where they went, but they were moving north. I have decided we need some... What time is it? It is 10:30 in the morning. We probably need some air cover over here from New Hebrides. I'm going to launch some lightnings and get them over there. How far can they go? 538 miles. Oops. And from here to here is about 330. Okay, so they can get there no problem, and they will have time to hang out and loiter in case we're subject to air attack. So let's get like 4 of them without bombs. Let's launch them, and then we'll keep this rotating until dark over here. We're going to keep sending lightnings over here so we can have constant air cover until we land at Rendova Island. So let's get them over here to help us out. Lightnings are on station. We have 130. Yeah, it's going down fast. They're probably going to go back home soon. And then we'll probably... Let's go ahead and launch another group. Alright, first lightning group is heading home. The second one is coming. Let's get Task Force 1 moved up a little bit. Right about here. Hopefully those lightnings get on station quickly. How much time until Task Force 10 and 11 arrive? About 9 hours, which is perfect. That would be about midnight. Let's make sure that they're both on course where they should be. Okay, we have a float plane. Let's see if we can get our lightnings over there to intercept. I'm gonna go to tactical, see if I can find them. Okay. I think they're automatically set to... Ooh, what in the... Okay, these need to be the target. Let's have them attack. Quite a ways away. I don't know how they missed them, but we'll get them. Actually, what would... I don't know what this is. This is a... That's just a... They just got small bombs. It's a level bomber. I'm not too concerned. So is this one. Alright, this one's already running through flak as it approaches our task force. I don't see any torpedo bombers yet. Come on, shoot this one down. Should be fairly simple. All your guns are aimed at this aircraft. Ooh, almost hit it. Got it. Alright. Here come the lightnings. Wow. Nice. Okay, I think that's it. We can leave. And we shot down 2 aircraft. Okay, what is their endurance? They have another 244 miles of endurance, so they can stay on station here for a while. What time is it? It is... what, 2:30? Alright, New Hebrides is ready to launch more aircraft, which is perfect. I need to get the new group of lightnings out there. Okay, let's get them over here as quickly as possible. The other group is leaving. Should have launched these a little sooner. Hopefully I don't suffer an air attack. Let's get Task Force 1 a little closer. There's a float plane right there. I need to get these lightnings over there as quickly as possible. Okay, they're on station now. Let's move them right here. So I think we have... they might not be able to launch more aircraft. I think we're good. It's 5 o'clock. Okay. Last group of lightnings is leaving. It is almost 7. Perfect. B-17s are heading back, and we're going to make our landings here shortly. Okay, 10 o'clock. It looks like they have reached... Task Force 11 has reached their destination. We will unload all cargo. Excellent. And we'll have Task Force 11 vacate the area. Task Force 10, what do we have on Renal? Ooh, we already outnumber the Japanese already. And we have another force, Task Force 10, which will double that number. Okay, they're ready. Task Force 10, unload all cargo. And then get the hell out of here. Same with Task Force 1. Provide rear guard until we're out of here. So what do we have on Renal Island now? Excellent. We outnumber the Japanese considerably, and we have enough supplies. We'll probably need to make another supply run in the coming day or so, but hopefully we'll take Renal Island soon. We should probably set up for another supply run soon. It's midnight. We should be out of the area before the Japanese can get to us with their air units. And besides, we should be probably over here by then, and we can have some lightnings up in the air to cover us. Okay, it's 2 a.m. and so far so good. We have managed to leave the Renal Island area, and we're on our way back to New Hebrides to get more supplies and more troops. And I'm going to leave the first episode here. When we come back, we're going to try and get more supplies and troops to Renal Island and defeat the Japanese, and then from there we will launch our campaign against Guadalcanal. I'll probably also start sending supplies and troops up to Port Moresby. We'll see how that goes. Thanks for joining me on this first episode. Hope you come back and see the rest of them and enjoy this series. And so I'll see you next time.